Campus and community are invited to the Beckman Center of the National Academies of Sciences and Engineering on March 4, 2011, starting at 9 a.m. for an all-day conference, Enhancing the Future of the California Coast. There will be case studies in the afternoon on protecting the Orange County coast. This is the 8th conference in the series toward a sustainable 21st century and is free and open to the public, but space is limited, so RSVPs are requested. Information on how to do this can be obtained by visiting the UCI website for the Newkirk Center for Science and Society. The web address and telephone number are included at the end of this short introduction to the case study portion of the conference.
Hi, my name is Chad Nelson. I'm the Environmental Director at the Surfrider Foundation. The project that I'm going to be talking about was a proposed toll road that threatened a world-famous surfing reserve called Trestles. Trestles is fed by the San Mateo Creek and is one of the most pristine watersheds left in Southern California. And the proposed toll road was going to destroy open space, a state park, and also impact this amazing surfing area. The Surfrider Foundation and a coalition of partner NGOs really played a critical role in this campaign to bring the force of the public and the citizens to the decision makers. The Surfrider Foundation and our partners brought the largest attendance to any Coastal Commission meetings ever. Thousands of people attended 2 different hearings to make it clear that the project as proposed was unacceptable and that the impacts to our coastal environment were more than they could tolerate.
My name is Paul Horgan. I'm with the BOLSA CHICA Land Trust. The threat to the BOLSA CHICA was that there would be 4,884 homes built on the wetlands and mesa, and that would include 1,000 homes actually on the wetlands themselves. And the wetlands, of course, for decades have been regarded as a precious asset of the community and even beyond. The bird life, even to a person who doesn't know much, is absolutely extraordinary. There are raptors, there are birds in the marsh, there are hundreds of species of birds, many of which come only to BOLSA CHICA during certain periods of time, as I understand it. I mean, there's rare bird sightings at the place, and it's a large area, roughly 1,300 plus acres of wetlands and marsh, and this again attracts birds from everywhere. It's sustainability. And I think that the most important thing in the future about the BOLSA CHICA and, of course, the areas like it in the Southern California coast is whether we're going to continue to not recognize those special places like BOLSA CHICA, and when we do not recognize it, the effects of that.
My name is Harry Hilling. I'm the President and CEO of the Crystal Cove Alliance. The project that I'll be speaking about on the day of the conference is a model for how all of the agencies that work to protect Orange County's tide pool life have come together to work under the name of the Orange County Marine Protected Area Council. And what we've done over the last dozen years as a group to collaborate to move forward on education, enforcement, and monitoring. We have 42 miles of coastline in Orange County, and much of that is very sensitive tide pool habitat. And I can say, in addition to all the things that you have mentioned about BOLSA CHICA and toll roads, I can say with certainty that with the growth of the population and the increased use of tide pools and all the increased pressure from development, that our tide pool populations would have been scoured by people, mostly well-meaning people, not understanding the sensitive environment and taking one thing after another, and we would have tide pools with less diversity, less health, and less ability to survive any problems such as storms and global warming.
My name is Sunny Jiang. I'm a professor at Civil Environmental Engineering here at the UC Irvine. My research area is focused on environmental microbiology. More specifically, I'm interested in coastal water quality, how that quality relates to human health and ecosystem health. My work has been supported by Coast Keeper and then other organizations such as Surfrider Foundation, and citizen group actually support this type of research by collecting data, provide information, and for us to analyze those data and to provide results and to guide the policy decisions on coastal water quality and human health. The non-governmental group have been a tremendous support for our work. Some examples such as the Coast Keepers, they have been working with us to collect water samples from different locations, and then they deliver the sample into the lab for analysis, and then we report the results. And those interactions not only provide scientific data and also provide educational tool to the citizens, and so they feel like they are part of coastal environmental protection. The other work we have the other group we have been working with are Surfrider Foundations. They have a illness report database, and basically all the surfers and go onto their website to report their encounter of polluted water and then potentially getting sick from that. And then we look at their 10 years of data, and using those data we're able to develop a very interesting trend regarding coastal water quality and human health risk from exposure to contaminated water.
My name is Gary Brown. I'm the President, CEO of Orange County Coastkeeper and the Inland Empire Waterkeeper, which are nonprofit environmental organizations. We advocate for clean water, so therefore a lot of our program is backdropped around better regulations, better enforcement, how cities act in treating stormwater runoff, how the state acts. And basically the people of Orange County have said many times, and even in polls, you know, this is a beautiful place to live, it's an expensive place to live, and it's not acceptable to live with polluted waterways and posted and closed beaches.
It's important to understand what citizens have done to bring life to the Coastal Act, and you can go to BOLSA, CHICA, and imagine that there would be houses all throughout that area there. You can imagine if citizens weren't involved at Trestles, that there would be a toll road going right through the middle of our state park there. If citizens weren't involved through the Crystal Cove Alliance, we'd have an expensive resort instead of a completely publicly accessible historic district at Crystal Cove State Park. And finally, our tide pools throughout Orange County would have been diminished had it not been through the citizen actions organized through the Orange County Marine Protected Area Council.